for realtors. Realtors, friends, you can get paid a full commission to list donated real estate. There are 499 nonprofits per county in this country, 2,400 in each county in Florida. Your state, your county, your marketplace has donations of real estate, and you can get paid to list these legacy listings. Let's talk about that. So, what would the causes and communities that you care about do with $550,000? Like, really think about that amount of money. This isn't about giving 10% of your commission. This isn't about selling raffle tickets. This is about funding the nonprofits you care about by an average of $550,000. Why that amount? Because that's the average amount of equity when a piece of real estate is donated. Now, in our book, Real Estate is Hot, Fundraising is Not, we go over the 5 keys that leverage real estate for real change. Key number 1 is to just learn what this is, and you can actually get the first chapter of that book for free. We'll be showing you that link in just a minute. Now, this is Dr. Russell James. He wrote the foreword for our book. He is the foremost authority in non-cash assets, helping nonprofits get funded. He says that this book, look, the problem is the disease is inertia and fear. People are afraid to do something they don't understand, both nonprofits and real estate agents, when it comes to donations of real estate. And the cure, you're reading it. If you're reading the book, you're seeing it right now. The cure is to become a charitable real estate champion and take these legacy listings at a full commission to benefit your causes and communities. Now, we call these legacy listings because every donation of real estate, in order to give the cash to the nonprofit world, has got to be listed. And every listing leaves legacy for the nonprofits, the donors that are desperately trying to donate real estate, and the realtors and all the other professionals that are part of these transactions and communities. We can't say it enough. We are not asking you to make a donation or to cut your commission just because people are giving their real estate away. To the contrary, we want you to get paid what you're worth. Now, $9 billion a year is already donated to nonprofits from gifts of real estate. This has been happening for 100 years. $550,000 is the average donation, and that's the equity. That's not the list price. So for those of you who do $1 million, $2 million, $5 million, $10 million listings, awesome. So do we. We're talking about the average equity that's donated. 99% of realtors, including your competition, don't have a clue. But every donation of real estate needs a realtor, and it might as well be you. By 2025, there will be charitable real estate divisions all over this country, charitable real estate specialists and champions, and it might as well be you giving that check to your favorite nonprofit. And the real estate can come from anywhere in the country. It doesn't have to be local. If you, as a real estate agent, have a nonprofit in Florida and a piece of real estate is donated in California or Wisconsin or Texas, you can get a referral fee for that. Any type of real estate. This is residential, commercial, raw land, as long as it's not a timeshare, as long as it has equity, and as long as it's marketable, it's a donation. Any nonprofit. There are 1.5 million nonprofits in this country. Every one of them have donations of real estate. They are afraid to do them themselves. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But you and I, we can come together and we can help any nonprofit that you love and all the other dozens and hundreds and potentially thousands in your marketplace. So here's the opportunity. I just want to wrap some numbers around it. We do these 101 overviews for donors, for nonprofits and for realtors. We encourage you to watch the other two because it gives you a whole new perspective for what they are wanting to know. But for you as a business person, let's talk about how you can actually make money making a difference. There are on average 499 nonprofits per county in this country of the 1.5 million. The average agent does a tri-county marketplace. What if 10% of those nonprofits in that average 1,500 nonprofit marketplace, what if 10% were to actually get a donation? What if it was just 3%? If 45 nonprofits in your marketplace were to say, we surely would like to get $550,000, and if they simply told their donors, yep, we can benefit from real estate. Imagine it being you that brings this to them. Imagine if 3% of the nonprofits in your marketplace got a donation of real estate. Let's look at what that would look like. So first of all, at $550,000 for the average donation, you're looking at over $24 million that's coming into your community because you stood up and said something to them. You encouraged them and invited them to actually have you as their real estate team, with our help, of course. Now, $24 million times 5% commission, that's $1.2 million in commission for you. So see, we are giving you money to give them lots of money. This isn't trying to get a discounted brokerage. This is about making money, making a difference. And remember, that is commission based on the equity. That $550,000 is the equity. But what if those were $1, $2, $5, $7 million properties? What if it was like this one that was in Rhode Island last year, $1.7 million donation to the Martin Luther King Community Center? What about this one that's on the market right now in California? I love showing this because we want you to know we are not looking for gas stations down Route 66 that have tumbleweeds in the parking lot. This is not about real estate that people can't get rid of. This is a primary residence. And the reason that people donate is because they are altruistic, they are heart-centered, and they want to help. What about this one? Holy cow. This couple donated $129 million at one whack last fall to nonprofits. This is happening, my friends. And look, there are 3 ways that a donor can help nonprofits from the proceeds of real estate. So let's just get clear about the 2 ways that don't work and the 1 way that does. So the first way, well, why don't we just have the donor, the property owner, just sell their property and then give the proceeds to the nonprofit they love? Well, here's the problem with that. This is the worst way that real estate can benefit nonprofits because it is the least advantageous to everyone. The donor pays all the capital gains tax if there is any. The nonprofit receives the least amount of the donation. The donor has the least amount of tax write-offs. And this is just flat out the worst way for everyone involved. This is grandma's old way of donating proceeds from real estate. It's old-fashioned, it's outdated, and if you hear a nonprofit say that, you need to introduce them to us so that they can get more money and so that your client can benefit more. Now, the second way is if the donor of the real estate donates the real estate directly to the nonprofit that they want to benefit, their church, the Boys and Girls Club, the local humane society, etc. Here's the problem. In order for this real estate to be donated to a 501c3 and give the donor the tax benefits they want, it has to be free and clear for the title to exchange hands. And most of this property is not free and clear. There are mortgages. Sometimes the donor wants cash out. They don't have to donate the full amount. So if that were the case, then the Boys and Girls Club or the church or the soup kitchen would have to pay off mortgages, would have to come up with hundreds of thousands of dollars to give the donor if that's what they wanted. And even if the property was free and clear, what about just all the ancillary holding costs? The fact is, here's the fact: 99.9% of nonprofits will not do it. They have it written in their bylaws that they don't take real estate. They are risk adverse and just can't do it. They don't have the expertise, they don't have the capital. This is the hardest way, because even if that nonprofit does find their way through doing this kind of a transaction, it takes them months of board meetings, and it's painful for the donor to go through, and it sucks up all of their manpower and all of their time that they could be doing something else. So these are a handful. Remember, I said 99.9% can't and won't. These are just a few of the nonprofits that do take real estate and actually have a system for it and actually have a real estate team. And the reason that I'm sharing these with you is this: if you Google charitable real estate, how to donate real estate, if the donors Google, this is what will come up. I'm going to use Cars for Kids as an example. If a donor wants to just get tax benefits, they just want the write-off, they could donate to any of these, including Cars for Kids. They're all wonderful organizations and they all deserve to get funded. The problem is the donor cannot choose who gets the proceeds. So if all they want is a tax deduction, they can use one of these. None of these that I'm aware of guarantee you a full commission, and they certainly won't cut checks to every other nonprofit in the country. So the third way, the win-win-win way for all of us, is that you can utilize our group and the team of experts that we have put together. This is risk-free for any nonprofit. They never take title. They don't even need to know the address of the property. It is risk-free for them. There is no out-of-pocket expense. They don't need any capital for roofs or parking lots or holding costs. Bargain sales are available, and what that simply means, my friends, is this: the property doesn't need to be mortgage-free, lien-free, equity only. It can be encumbered by some of those things. It's okay. As long as there's equity, mortgages can get paid off. And if the donor simply wants cash, maybe it is a free and clear building, but they say, you know, I paid $300,000 for this $1 million condo a few years ago. I want my $300,000 back. They can do that. It's called the bargain sale. And by the way, you learn about this in our charitable real estate master class. The donor can receive the full array of tax benefits immediately. With this system, with the way that we do it, within 30 days, less than 30 days, mortgages are paid off, cash is given, title is transferred, and the donor is made whole and has their tax benefits. Even if it's at the end of the year, when they donate that real estate, they get the tax benefit, then you list it and sell it in the next calendar year. So the nonprofit world receives the maximum amount of donation. The donor receives the maximum amount of tax benefits, and 100% of the 1.5 million nonprofits are eligible. So instead of 99.99% of nonprofits not benefiting, you can get paid a full commission. They can get funded by an average of $550,000, and the donors are trying to donate real estate. We just need your help to let them know that it's okay. You get a guaranteed full commission. We are the only certification for charitable real estate specialists in this country or in the world. We are the only organization with systems and support and strategy. We have the world's only marketing specialist to create the social media and all the things that you need to market this. And we have the world's only charitable real estate strategist to help you create social responsibility campaigns. Now, this is just an example of some of the things we're doing. We've got the Donate Real Estate tab that nonprofits can put on their websites. You can even put it on your website that you are the charitable real estate division in your marketplace. We've got these podcasts where we are educating people on how this works. This is an example of one of our Zoom trainings. We have a map where you can be featured as the charitable real estate specialist that people can find. And this is an easy way for you to get all the information you need. Rockstar.com, notice how it's spelt. RAOC, Rock, Real Agent of Change. We are known as the Rock. We are the rock stars. We are rocking and rolling, and we rock on every day with the information, education, and certification required so that people know how to do this. Now, I'm going to take one more moment and I'm going to show you this rockstar.com website, and I want to give you a code that you can leverage if you would like to actually become a certified charitable real estate specialist. Now, when you put in rockstar.com, you'll see this. You can hover over and play videos. You can get the first chapter of the book for free or order the book. You can go to our Facebook group. You can see when master classes are. You can go to the shop. And if you click on the shop, you will see the store. And when you come into the store, you will see we've got a master class, we've got a specialist, and a champion. If you want to get certified as a charitable real estate specialist, I want to give you a discount code today for taking action on that. So what you do is you go into the Learn More. Now that you're in the specialist, feel free to look around, see what's going on in here. I'm ready to take action. It's only $400 a year to be a specialist and be on the map. And when you click on the button, if you're doing it through Venmo, you can just take this discounted amount. It's $50 off. I'm giving you a $50 off coupon. So if you go through Venmo, just send $350 instead of $400. But if you go through the Stripe, then you'll see this come up. This is the code, RAOC 2022, ROCK 2022. And when you click on that, it'll give you the $50 off that I am offering today. So, my name is Cammie Baker. I am a real estate professional who knows what you go through every day. I have made tens of thousands of cold calls, door knocking, 7 networking events in a day. I know what it feels like to be competing and negotiating commission and just being in a big sea of lots and lots of competition. This will set you apart. This, you do not need to negotiate your commission. It is a full commission. This is you being able to attract 87% of the marketplace because people want to do business with others who care about the community. And instead of picking 1 or 3 or 5 or 10 nonprofits and giving 10% or buying raffle tickets or sitting on a committee, you can do all that if you want, but what if you could just get paid what you're worth to give them, on average, $550,000? That's why this group was created. That's why we're giving you a discount, because we want you, we need your help. We cannot give $1 billion a year, which translates into $50 million a year in real estate commission. We can't give that out unless there are generous, heart-centered people who want to make money, making a difference. I'll see you in the master class.